and they dropped 110 pounds. Some of the ways they achieve that is they got rid of all the active aero stuff. In other words, instead of the wing that pops up, they have a fixed carbon fiber wing, and instead of the air intakes that flap up, they're just fixed carbon fiber pieces. Not only does it save weight, but I think it looks a lot better. But they went to some extreme measures too. Instead of carpeting, the floor mat in this thing is just a giant sheet of aluminum covered in grip tape, just like a skateboard, which happens to be my favorite part of the car. But the most important part of the SV are two things: magnetic shocks and dynamic steering. And believe you me, they make a huge difference. Like many of you, I did not win the Powerball. However, I am lucky enough that somebody handed me the key to a $500,000 Lamborghini. I have a tunnel in downtown Los Angeles and 2 police officers who've shut it down at either end, and 15 gallons of gas sitting in a couple cans over there. I can play in this tunnel with this car all night. Pull the right paddle to engage first gear. Get a little thing here. In Italian, it says something about launch control is now available. You take your left foot, you bury the brake pedal with it, take your right foot, you floor it, and then you let go, and you hold on! Jesus! It's just an animal! Oh my God! Okay, bury the brake pedal. Yeah, that's done. Left foot, right foot. That tunnel was fun and all, but this is where a car like the Super Veloce belongs. It is just a king up here. Wow. It's just murdering this road. I had to wear my special shirt. I don't think I've really been below triple digits very much. The grip, the way this car hangs on, it's tenacious. The brakes are incredible. So much confidence. Okay, I gotta calm down. Take it down a notch. Couple things that are totally unique to me in the Super Veloce. One is, in sport, the car is actually looser than in Corsa. You see these drifty shots around the figure 8? That was in sport mode. And if you think about it, it makes sense. You want to have more fun in sport, and on a track, you want to be focused, you want to be sharp, because loosey-goosey isn't fast on a track. Smooth is. So I told you that 2 of the biggest improvements to the Super Veloce are the steering, the dynamic steering, and the shocks. So we'll start with the steering. Lamborghini dynamic steering, which sounds suspiciously to me like Audi dynamic steering, and it's probably the same technology. But unlike any Audi I've ever driven, it works here. It works wonderfully. And basically what it does is, depending on what mode you're in, how fast you're going, temperature, other factors, it varies the rate of the rack, and it works great. You'll notice my hands are never getting crossed over, even in sharp corners. So very little steering input equals a lot of steer, and that just makes the car handle that much better. Also incredible are the shocks. They're magna-rheological dampers, magnetic shocks, just like the 488, just like the Audi R8 V10 Plus, just like the Huracan, just like a Camaro. A lot of companies that do a lot of development work on the Nürburgring are switching to them, because what they're really good at is on a bumpy road like, say, Big Willow, they eat that stuff up. You know, my favorite car, if you really put a gun to my head, is the Lamborghini Countach. When I first saw that thing when I was 10 years old until now, it's still